Hello again, this is Shane Sumler with Ghostwheel Games, and I'm here to give you the latest update for Alien Worlds Explorer. First of all, I want to say that it will be available for other platforms besides iPad. It will be available for Windows because that's where we are initially developing it on. It'll probably be available for Mac and maybe Android. Now, it is created with tablets in mind, but I don't think that's going to be a problem for the mouse because it's mostly a one-finger touch application. The only thing where multi-touch is going to come into play is for scaling, but you know, having some implementation of that for desktop, I don't think is really a big deal, so I think we'll be okay with that. All the ambient background audio is done. That does include sound effects for individual assets like trees and stuff, but like the bass, like environmental, you know, audio stuff that sets the mood, that is there. So that's coming along nicely. I'm still assembling the sound effects, largely using stock sound effects that I'm then modifying. I'm not really set up for doing audio recording, certainly not for field recording. I am doing a few bits of audio with what I have. I don't really have a great microphone for it, but it's sounding okay. But I need to do that to fill in some gaps with some stock sounds that I can't find anywhere else. But it's going to sound good. It's going to sound good. But the big news is I do have a new alpha build. There were some effects that we needed to do and couldn't with, I don't know what library that he was using, A.W.E was using. But now we're using the newest version of SDL. So you know, now we can do stuff very easily like haze, like having things fade off as they go into the background and fade back in through the haze. There's no animation yet. That's coming, but probably won't be until towards the end. This week, the coder is going to start putting in the user interface stuff. So this build that I'm going to be showing you here doesn't have any UI, it's all keyboard driven, keyboard mouse driven. All the basic landscape building features are in place now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to show that to you right now.
Okay, here we have the build. And you can see that you can move the different assets around just like the original first one. The tree movement is a lot smoother, and here I am changing the trees. This is new. You can switch different assets. Right now it just cycles through them, but you'll have more control in future versions. And see that the haze is working very nicely, and you can switch its colors around as well. And you can switch to different plants. You can switch to rocks. And you can also, some rocks, instead you can have a large plant. And there's color changes. You can change the ground now. Color changes for the ground are not implemented at this time. They're removing the moon, and you can change that as well. And here's color changes on one of the rock assets. Now, this is the cloud density. You can change that. You can switch to different types of clouds as well. And here's mountains. You can switch them and move them around. And you can change the sky. This is the actual behind the clouds. You can change that. And notice that the moon will adapt to whether it's a light or dark background. And after I got done messing around, I came up with this. What is cool about it is that this isn't a mock-up. Unlike my other images that you've seen, those were Photoshop mock-ups. This is actual image that came out of working code.
Well, that is it this time. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.